Hi and welcome to Mountains for Everybody channel and site. Today I have a new tent to show you. It's something completely unique on the market. It's a Mission Mountain UltraPort Pro 2-person tent. You see that it is quite compact. It's also moderately light, but there is nothing ultra here. I'm not sure why they use such a name, UltraPort and Pro. But the tent is completely unique, and you have very good materials, as you will see. You can indeed transport it attached to a backpack or on a bicycle, motorbike. I came here on my bicycle tour. This is a bivouac zone in a forest, and I came with two tents because I wanted to test them both. It is already raining, but during the night I expect a lot of rain, a real storm. So I shall now set this tent up, and hopefully you will be able to see some steps. It's raining, as I said, so it's a bit problem for me. So the tent comes in a really nicely designed carry bag. So there are, you see, there are compression straps here. You can make it larger, even if you are not careful, it will fit inside. You see, it's very large and there is no zipper, so such a design will never fail. I really like this. So I shall start with the poles. There are 3 of them, shock corded, as you see, aluminum quality poles, and most importantly they are identical. I hope you can see, completely the same, pre-bent, and you will see how I use them. This is something I really like because you have nothing to guess. Even if you set the tent up in dark, it's easy because you don't have to pay attention to color coding. There is no color coding here. So the pole attachment is through grommets at the tent base, clips, a pair on each side, and short sleeves on the roof. You see now all 3 poles are in place. The tent is completely freestanding. I shall show you actually now why this is this clever design that you have here. I shall just move the camera and hopefully you will be able to see. So you see now these 2 poles support the inner tent. The third is the same length, and it is added and attached here to this extension of the tent's floor. So now you can see also my another tent which is behind. I came with 2 of them. You see how nice this all looks. I'm going to put the fly on because it's raining a bit. The fly is color coded. You see there are red straps here and buckles, so they go to the side where you find the red buckles at the tent's base. So when these red are in place, then the rest is self-evident. I shall just now go around and attach them. So this is now the tent under the fly. I have to stake it to set guidelines in place, but look at this to demonstrate you that it is fully freestanding tent even when the fly is on. And this is because of this clever design, because of the third pole that they added, which supports now the vestibules. So quite unique design. Not only that it is with two vestibules, it is fully freestanding, even with the fly on, but the vestibules are actually floored. So I shall now position it properly and then put stakes and guy lines in place and show you the remaining features. These are stakes, very good. I have them the same type in several of my tents. I'm not really impressed with the color. I would rather have the same color as the poles, orange, because it's easy to lose, but it does matter. They are good quality with good pull loops. So I'm going now to put them in place. So the tent is now ready for the night. There will be a storm, so I have put everything in place. As you see, the stakes and the guy lines are all attached. And to show you some features, so I will start with this, which is the best part of the tent. So there are two floored vestibules, and the third pole attaches at the end of this flap of the floor of the vestibule, and this is what makes the tent actually freestanding. So when you have your gear, it can be stored here and it will be protected under the vestibule. The width here is around 60 centimeters. You will see all the numbers in the review in my site. So the vestibules are not big, but these are very useful. You can put your backpacks and boots. The same is on the opposite side. And see, from this perspective, the doors are gigantic. So there are two identical doors. They are with very good zippers. You see how they work. And lots of mesh in the upper part of the tent, taffeta on the lower part. Regarding the inner size, here in the head area you have 130 centimeters width, and here 100 centimeters. In the middle it is around 170, 20, something like that. So it's tapered. I would say enough space for two people, especially in view of these two vestibules. So you have space for gear as well. In my view, it's best to keep one of the vestibules for storage and then use the other as an access point. Inside you have this huge pocket. It's a pity they didn't attach it here. It will be more functional because it's a bit too big in my view. Then there is a hook over there for lantern, and as you see, it is all mesh. So to show you the vents, there are three of them. You see how they look with stiffeners. This is one, and two are on the other side, the second and the third. And you see now how the tent looks from this perspective. It's wide. The length, inner length, is around 200 centimeters, bear this in mind, so it's not very long. If you're a tall person, you definitely need something bigger. I will keep these vents open all the night. I'm curious how they will work, because if there is wind and rain, I want to know if the rain gets inside. But of course I shall close the vestibule flaps, and in the morning you will see how it worked, if it was wet or not. I have yet another tent from this brand, and I tested it in rain, and I can tell you there was no water inside. So when I arrived yesterday, I was setting up the tent when it was already raining. I tried to show some features and to show the tent, but I was a bit in rush because of the rain, and I missed to say more. So now I'm going to pack everything and I shall say a few words about tent, about fabric and so on. I still don't know really what's inside, if it was leaking or not, because I was sleeping in my another tent, which is here. And I shall take the camera and show you more details and get in to see what's inside. But before I do this, to say a few words about the fabric. So the fly that you see here is 70D, so this is quite good number. The inner tent canopy is from what I have seen 20D or 30D. I have seen, I think, two different numbers, and the floor is 150D, so these are good materials. I'm going now to open the door. So you see the tent from this side, and you realize that it is low profile with lots of guy lines, and I'm sure it will work great even in very windy places. I didn't have wind last night indeed. It was completely calm weather, but with lots of rain, and as you see the tent is completely wet. I still didn't go inside, and I have no idea if it was wet or leaking or not. So let's see now. I shall open the door. What you see here is from the fly, of course. So let's get in and inspect the tent. So I don't see any drop on the floor. Nothing. It's a bit dark. It's 6 o'clock, so I see nothing. And well, this tent is indeed completely waterproof. One detail that I didn't mention, which I don't like, is the following. You see, when I open the door and I go, let's say, to this point, rain can now go into the tent. You see, maybe from this perspective, if I continue, maybe it's even more visible. You see, water goes directly into the tent. So this is one detail that I don't like, and to deal with this, when it rains and you have to go out, you will have to do something like this, to unzip the vestibule flap until this point, let's say, and then you can, of course, open the inner door and get in and out. There is a lot of space for this. But anyway, to show you the tent now from this perspective, to realize this how clever this design is. So these two vestibules on two sides are supported with the added pole, and the floor of the tent is extended, and you have space for storage. So this is indeed a great detail. So as you see, there is no water inside of this tent after many hours of rain last night, and I can conclude that this is indeed a waterproof tent. I don't know if it is 5,000 millimeters, as they say, for the fly, but there was no leak inside. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a like if you find this presentation useful. There is a link below the video, so you can go to my site and read full description of this tent and review in my post. Thank you for watching and see you next time.